So yeah, I also like Scruffy. I like Bulstrode. I really like City of Truro. Though he was kind of just a one-off, I really liked him. I like his basis and everything. Can't think of others. Oh, right. I also quite like Henry. I like Henry quite a bit. I like Diesel 10. Diesel 10's cool. Yeah, I could go on and on about ranking my favorite characters, but because there are so many good ones in Thomas, but so yeah, Gordon's my absolute favorite. Donald and Douglas, number 2. Question number 4, or how would you rank all of the Thomas specials / movies? Adventure Begins is my favorite, absolutely. It is just spectacular. They did such a good job on that, I thought. The only thing that really bugged me about that special was that Henry wasn't in his old shape, but even that I didn't mind too much, because it didn't really add anything to the story, to be honest. And second place, I would put either Legend of Lost Treasure or Tale of the Brave, because I like both of those quite a bit. Next, I'd probably put King of the Railway, because that was pretty good too. I'm not really sure how I'd rank most of the Miller era specials. Well, quote-unquote Miller era specials, as they're called. I actually used to really like Misty Island Rescue, to be honest. I used to kind of find the Lugging Locos a little bit funny. So, when I was younger, I just really liked it. Next, I'd probably say The Great Race, because that wasn't too bad of a special, to be honest. And next, I'd probably go with... Man, it's tough. Next, I'd probably go with Blue Mountain Mystery. That was a good special as well. And for the really bad specials, I kind of think not Legend of Lost Treasure, Journey Beyond Sodor. And I'll get back to that in a minute, but I also don't like Day of the Diesels or Calling All Engines. Haven't seen Thomas and the Magic Railroad in its entirety, because when it came out, I wasn't born yet, so I wasn't able to see it, and I still haven't seen it in its entirety. I've seen clips of it, and I've seen like the chase scene, and I get the whole Magic Railroad plot and the lady and the human characters. So maybe I should sit down and watch the full thing. Maybe I'll do that soon. Anyway, next question. So back to Journey Beyond Sodor. Sorry, I keep calling it Legend of Lost Treasure. Next question is, what are your thoughts on Journey Beyond Sodor? I didn't really like it at all, to be honest. The bouncing threw me off when I first saw it, but then I was kind of like, okay, maybe just give it a chance. It could still be good. And I just really didn't like it. I like some of the songs, though. I really like the song, "This is the hottest place in town. We'll warm you up when you're feeling down. We make a smile out of every frown. Just take a look around at the joy we found. This is the..." Okay, I'm not gonna sing the whole song. But you get it. I like that song quite a bit. Not much else in the special I really liked. I like Hugh Bonneville as Merlin, actually. That was a really, really good role he got. I thought he was quite funny in the movie. And I also really, this is going to sound strange, but I also really like the plot, like to the side with Percy. I just find it interesting seeing Percy without Thomas in a special. I think that could make a very good Thomas movie one day, potentially. I doubt they'll do it, but you never know. Anyway, next question. What is your favorite episode of the series? Off the Rails from Season 1, aka Gordon Takes the Dip, as it's called in the US. I love Gordon. Gordon's my favorite character. I included one of his best rants. And I just always loved that as a kid. It was on one of my favorite DVDs growing up, Best of Gordon. And yeah, it was just funny. It was just a good episode, I thought. I also really like Bowled Out. It's a pretty good episode too, but the only reason, and I wouldn't put that higher than Gordon Takes a Dip, aka Off the Rails, is I just like Gordon as a character more, and I've just never really been a fan of Stepney, to be honest. He's okay, but he's just not the best character in my opinion. Feel free to disagree, of course. 7. What is your least favorite episode of the series? So this is the opposite side. I really did not like Fiery Flynn that much. I think that's a very obvious choice, but I gotta admit, it is really bad. It has got some... I just don't think it sets a really good example for kids out there watching it, because, you know, what kind of a firefighter would spend that much time getting to a fire? I mean, seriously. And also, I really don't like Diesel and the Ducklings that much. A season 20 episode. I just really despised Thomas in that episode. Dude, I really hated how he was like, "Oh, Diesel, you're talking to ducks. I'm gonna go tell the other engines." And I just didn't like that at all. Oh, really? I really hated, and like I said, I really hated Thomas in that one episode. So yeah, those are my 2 least favorite episodes. Next question, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Thomas and Friends spin-off, Big World, Big Adventures? I have no idea what that is, to be honest. I should probably... Hang on, just let me... Okay, so I just looked it up, and it's apparently supposed to be like some sort of a spin-off of traveling around the world and seeing different cultures. I like that. That sounds cool. Well, it really does. Sounds like a good idea, a good excuse to reintroduce some of the Great Race characters, to be honest. And plus, I love traveling, to be honest. I hope they do something... I don't know. I'm wondering if it'll be like the Thomas style, like the style we've had for years, or what, or if it'll be different, or I don't know. But it sounds cool, to be honest. Just have high hopes for it. Next question: what are your thoughts on the state of the show right now, the direction the show is taking? Well, I kind of gave you my thoughts on that kind of when I talked about Journey Beyond Sodor. I just missed the old show, to be honest. I think you could... I mean, I love the classic series. I grew up on that stuff. And to see what they've been doing with the show lately, it's just... I mean, season 17, 18, 19, and 20 were really good seasons, to be honest. And 19 had a few forgettable episodes, but overall they were good. But then, I just kind of got thrown off by Journey Beyond Sodor. I hope season 21 will be good, though. Yeah, those are my thoughts on that. And anyway, final question, guys. Do you think there should be another book of the Railway series? What is your favorite book/story? Yeah, actually, I would love another book from the Railway series. If I were the one to make it, I'd probably would love another one about the Colbyfell engines, to be honest, because that would be really cool, I think. Though, the reason why, I'm not sure about this, but I believe it was Christopher Audrey, he stated in some sort of an interview or something, that the reason they didn't do another Colbyfell book is because there's not much to write around when your trains are on a mountain. So yeah, or I would do something about Jock. That Jock is pretty cool. And in terms of favorite book/story, I love Very Old Engines. I just love that book. And my favorite story is Bucking Bronco. I just really liked that episode. It was pretty funny, and I liked the illustrations and everything, and the story. And part of the reason I really like it actually is because you may not know this, but one of my dogs, we took him to a vet or like a groomer's, like, you know, a place where you take your dog to get a bath, and like, he was apparently very badly behaved, and the cleaner or the groomer commented and called him a bucking bronco, and I was like, hey, you know, like the Thomas story. So yeah, that episode's pretty nostalgic for me for that reason. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much all the questions. You know, if you have any questions that you wanted to ask that you didn't get the chance to on any of the videos I posted, for putting the questions under, feel free to leave them down here. or I'll reply to them in the comments section down below. I tend to always reply to my comments. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and stick around because season 3 is right around the corner. Thank you guys, for asking the question.